Was contented here when the author was explaining why they incorporate some stuff?
I had to leave early. I left before the auditor spoke.
Yeah, he recommended we combine his wages and things to save a lot of unnecessary amendments and that, you know, and as long as, and it makes it a lot easier to track and everything.
Yeah.
With a new checking system, with a checkbook. It's, I think it's good, but it's closer to realistic than some of the others, but you can never get on money with it, yeah.
How are the wages figured for the clerks? 4 days or 5 days?
Right now, they're getting paid for 4, but the revenue there is to pay them 5. But so that
You
the
budgeted
extra
for
day-
5, right now
you
you're paying-
budgeted for 5 days. But the money, the extra money that we get for them working 4 goes to pay some of the benefits, the back ends, our benefits. You know, it just gives, it's a little surplus to apply for buying gas and stuff like that.
How long do you foresee that they're gonna be able to go back to 5 days? Can you see right now if you do that?
Well, I asked them today if they would, what they thought about going back to 5. And they kind of, well, they said, well, we'll volunteer to stay there for at least 2 more pay periods. They want to, and because like I said, it's kind of lean months, June, July, and August.
Yeah.
But we could have, if they insisted, we'd put them back on for 5, you know. But what do you say, Rob? But
I guess what I'm saying, as soon as it's feasible, you know, I'd like to see them going back to 5 days, that's what I'm saying.
if we would, but we need to test this right. Because
Yeah,
what we
yeah.
did, we paid we stripped all of our LGEA and the MRA funds. We paid $37,000 to pay that IRS off.
Mhm.
They were charging us 10% penalty and 5% interest on that amount of money. And we finally got it, and they're paid, and it's over with. And we're making a regular.
I think they're standing up and say praise the Lord on that.
That'd be a nice headline for the paper. IRS is paid off.
They're paid off, and we're up to date on the current.
37,000.
So now what we need to do is make sure it
That's
don't
what the
have
balance
any-
was, I don't know. They said
Yeah,
37.
that's important.
If they do still monitor you real close.
Oh, yeah.
That's federal, isn't it?
Well, now everything's online.
The balance, they had paid it down to 37,000.
Yeah,
balance.
even the deposits or whatever.
Originally.
So they draft.
He didn't say. Don't call me, I'm gonna wear it.
But they actually, they tell us what, they tell us, what, you know, we tell them what amount to draft. At one time, they didn't even bother to tell us, they came in and took what, I mean, way above, just whatever's there.
Now we get paid.
What do you feel, Carl, like every time I make a budget for where I work, I budget the income as low as I can, because you never know what's coming in, and then I budget the expenses as high as I can, just in case if you have a bad year, and that way you know you're covered. Do you feel like, as long as I don't want to overestimate our income?
Well, no, this is still, this brought it up, this has just made some adjustments, but we still overestimated our costs. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
this is, we'll still have more revenue than what we had anticipated over here.
Yeah.
Or slightly more, about 10% in each
Like
category.
get a lot of that old debt paid off to help to get more actual figures now.
Any surplus money we had is going to pay, is already owed. I mean, we never had any surplus money. And some of the money we had coming in was already spent before we got it.
And now we get to keep our KU franchise.
Yep, the first time.
Oh,
First time we
first one.
get, instead of them keeping the franchise from KU, they pay us, and they quite a bit of money. What is it about?
About 15 to 20,000 every quarter.
But now, like you said, this is, we'll review this every 3 months, 3 months with June, this, every third month. see if there's any required changes. And because what the auditor said about combining the wages and things, combining them into general categories, there will be no too many amendments. They won't be necessary. Like pay increases and things of that nature, you don't have to amend the budget. As long as you stay within the budget.
Yeah, he gave us a list of some things you'd have to amend it for, and some
Right.
things that you just go right ahead, please, did it.
And it's council must approve all of it.
Well, I think it's, and I know you're both sick of hearing me say this, but I think it's important that we, I'd like to see monthly, or actual versus our budget to make sure that we're on track with this. And,
Right.
I would too, that's
See where we
excellent.
stand.
That's excellent.
You wanna give them?
Because you gotta make sure it's staying in the budget
Yeah.
that you propose for it, yeah.
Okay, Mr. Williams did say he was gonna come by and get them set up on QuickBooks.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, he did. We were delaying that because at one time we were offered a program from the county so that we could maintain their garbage collection fees, and they were gonna put us in a new computer system program. But we found that program don't work too good. Then we had to hire a financial officer to come in and work their program for us.
I saw where they did one.
So they took it. It's not operating now. But he's got it set up, Mr. Williams has got it set up on Excel right now. And Robin's got it on her computer. She's keeping up to date, so.
But that'd make it a lot easier on Robin if we had QuickBooks, then you can just print out a report and you can see what we've actually spent.
That's what the city's hoping to get that.
And then you don't have to figure and.
Right. So technically, it just does its own calculation. But you have to really build a fire, and, he'll promise these things.